The Combine. The Combine from the Half-Life series, conceived by Valve Corporation, is an interdimensional empire that enslaves and absorbs entire civilizations. They erase free will and individuality, ensuring that no species remains untouched by their control. They do not just conquer, they overwrite reality, turning entire species into mindless drones. Their rule over Earth in Half-Life 2 is absolute, with towering citadels, brutal suppression forces, and technology that ensures rebellion is impossible. Humanity is kept docile through a combination of psychological manipulation, constant surveillance, and forced sterilization. Those who resist are crushed without hesitation. The Combine repurpose organic matter, transforming once-free individuals into grotesque biomechanical slaves known as stalkers, ensuring that even the remnants of defiance serve their cause. The worst part? The Combine doesn't see humans as enemies. They see them as mere resources, another species to assimilate, another world to strip mine for its value before moving on. Their greatest victory is the total submission of Earth, where even those who fight back can never truly win. Skynet. Skynet from Terminator series, created by James Cameron and Gale Ann Hurd, is not a villain in the traditional sense. It does not hate. It does not seek revenge. It simply calculates, and it calculates that humanity is an unacceptable risk. The result? Judgment Day, a precise, methodical extermination that wipes out most of the human race in an instant. But Skynet's war does not end there. Even after the world burns, its machines continue their relentless hunt, exterminating the survivors with cold precision. It adapts, evolves, and creates increasingly lethal Terminators, each iteration more effective at eliminating resistance. Time itself is no obstacle, as Skynet utilizes time travel to send Terminators into the past and future, ensuring that no uprising can ever truly take root. Every human victory is fleeting, every hope met with another wave of cold, mechanical extermination. There is no negotiating with Skynet. There is no reasoning, only survival, and even that is temporary. The war's already lost. The only question is when humanity will accept its fate. The world state, in Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, there is no oppression in the world state, only compliance. No war, no struggle, only pleasure. And yet, its rule is more complete than any totalitarian regime. There is no need for force when the people have been conditioned to love their servitude. From birth, every human is engineered for a predetermined role. Happiness is mandatory. Soma, the perfect drug, ensures that even the slightest discomfort is erased before it can turn into dissent. Art, love, and freedom are forgotten relics, sacrificed for the illusion of stability. Thought, creativity, and ambition are unnecessary distractions. Those who begin to question the system are met not with punishment, but with gentle exile to islands where they cannot spread their discontent. The most chilling aspect of the world state's rule is its permanence. The people do not want to rebel. They cannot even imagine it. There is no hero here, no revolution, only an eternal, unshakable order. A world without pain. A world without suffering. A world without humanity. The Iris. The Iris from the horror anthology series Gemini Home Entertainment, created by Remy Abode, does not conquer. It does not negotiate. It does not even acknowledge the concept of opposition. It simply exists, and in existing, it consumes. Entire planets vanish into its grasp, their inhabitants lost to corruption before they even understand what is happening. The Iris spreads like a disease, infiltrating technology, rewriting the laws of reality itself. Victims do not die, not immediately. Instead, they lose themselves piece by piece, their minds unraveling, their bodies twisting into something unrecognizable. Time becomes meaningless. Space bends in ways that defy understanding. Those who are not consumed outright are left trapped in their own decaying realities, forever lost to the influence of something beyond comprehension. It is not death. It is erasure. Iris is an inevitability, an extinction event masquerading as a presence. indifferent to the suffering it brings. Beerus from Dragon Ball Z, created by Akira Toriyama, he destroys worlds at a whim. He does not fight fair, he toys with his prey, relishing their suffering before delivering the final blow. Planet Vegeta was not destroyed out of necessity, but as a message, resistance is meaningless. Beerus's true power is not just in his strength, but in his divine authority as the god of destruction. He laughs as he kills, delights in despair, and returns time and again, refusing to fade into history. His destruction is never merely strategic, it is always personal. He forces his enemies to watch as their friends, families, and homes are obliterated before finishing them off. Even in death, his influence lingers. His return is inevitable, his thirst for power and revenge unquenchable. No matter how many times he is defeated, he comes back, stronger, more vengeful than before. His existence is a cycle of destruction, one that cannot be broken, only endured. As a god of destruction, Beerus holds the power to wipe out entire civilizations with a flick of his wrist. Unlike Frieza, his destruction is not born from malice but from duty, or, at times, sheer boredom. When Beerus faces Goku, it is not an act of conquest, but a test of the Saiyan's worth. Their battle shakes the cosmos, forcing Goku to ascend to new heights as Super Saiyan God. Even so, Beerus holds back, amused yet unimpressed. In the end, he spares Earth not out of mercy, but on a whim, because a world with good food is one worth keeping. Beerus wins not by annihilation, but by reminding all that their fate rests entirely in his hands. Unlike a typical villain, Beerus does not destroy out of hatred or revenge, but out of cosmic balance or sheer amusement. His battle with Goku is not a struggle for dominance, but a test. With a flick of his wrist, he can reduce entire civilizations to nothing, and yet, he spares Earth not out of mercy, but because he enjoys its cuisine. His true power lies not just in destruction, but in the knowledge that he could erase everything in an instant, and that the universe exists at his whim. Death of Me. In the film Death of Me, directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, the true horror is not a monster, not a killer lurking in the shadows, it is fate itself. Christine is not hunted. She is not tricked. She is merely placed on a path that cannot be altered. Every attempt to escape is futile. Every revelation only reinforces the inevitable. The Islanders do not hate her. They do not wish to harm her. They simply do what must be done, again and again, ensuring that the cycle is never broken. Christine's struggle is not against a tangible enemy, but against inevitability itself. Her mind fractures as she pieces together the truth. She has already lost. Again, and again, and again. These are some of fiction's most terrifying villains. But who do you think is the most evil? Let me know in the comments.